we would like to present to you the next speaker, BUIDL. He's now the head of Ronin Network at Sky Mavis. And some information about Sky Mavis: it is the owner of the arguably most popular crypto game of Axie Infinity. And about Ronin Network, it is an Ethereum-linked sidechain used for game. So shortly after Ronin Mainnet was launched just in February 2021, Ronin Network has accomplished an impressive milestone of $5 million in deposited assets and 2 million wallet downloads. So now we will find out vision and development journey behind Ronin Network with BUIDL. So now please join me to welcome BUIDL.
Hi. Hello everyone. My name is BUIDL. Currently, I'm head of Ronin Network at Sky Mavis. So my presentation title today is Ready Player One. It's a pretty catchy title, isn't it? Within this presentation, I'm going to share the history of Sky Mavis, the story of Ronin Network, and why did we build Ronin Network, and what is the vision of Ronin Network is going to be. So first, in order to step into the future, we have to understand the past. So it all began on a TED holiday of 2018. We deployed our first smart contract on Ethereum, and it was the pre-sale of Origin and Mystic Axie. And now they are truly legacy. So we have around 5 people on the team back then. I was joined as the first engineer at Sky Mavis. I have joined and witnessed all the things that happened in Sky Mavis ever since. If you take a look at the picture over here, that's me in the middle. It was taken somewhere in mid-2019. We were about to launch the Axie Classic, which is the very first mobile game that we built at Axie Infinity. And if I remember correctly, we have around 15 people on the team. So fast forward to today, this is our team. This is Sky Mavis. We have over 185 builders internationally. We have a pretty nice office in Ho Chi Minh City, and we always make the joke that we're gonna running out of seats very soon, and it's really happening. They work on very different parts at Sky Mavis. Some of them work on the Origin, some of them work on the LAN gameplay, some of them work on the Ronin Network. But there is one thing that ties us all together, one thing that helps us focus on that long journey since 2018, and that is the Axie Infinity. So let me tell you the story of Axie Infinity and its infrastructure. So, at the beginning, we were deployed on Ethereum. So, although Ethereum is a very secure, Ethereum is a very decentralized blockchain, but it has some problem. In order to build a good game with good experience, Ethereum, back in the day, it was very slow, and it can be very expensive. So we have to take a look for, we have to look for an alternative. Then we talked to Loom Network. There wasn't so many scaling solutions back then. And we deployed part of our NFT ecosystem on Loom Network, which are the LAN and the LAN item. But Loom Network also has some problem. It was not a 100% EVM compatible blockchain, and the more we work with them, the more we understand that it is very hard for a not game developer to understand the need and the vision of a game developer. So moving forward from Loom Network, we built Ronin Network, So Ronin Network is a blockchain-focused gaming. It's a blockchain that focuses on gaming, and it was built by the game developer and is built for the game developer. We want to deliver the best user experience possible on Ronin Network. So Ronin Network has launched one of the most successfully NFT collection of all time, which is the Axie Infinity. We are not only dominant in the number of sale volume, we are also dominant in the number of unique buyer and unique NFT owner. And taking a look at those number, we find some interesting story. 50% of Axie Infinity player, they never used crypto before. So this really set an important goal for Ronin Network to be an easy to onboard blockchain, because 50% of our user never know what crypto is. Another interesting number is 25% of Axie Infinity player, they don't have a bank. So we're starting to see some so we're starting to see some movement in the Philippines where people are starting to accept SLP as a payment method. And although it's never been supported officially by Sky Mavis, but we totally believe in a vision that gamer and player can actually spend their in-game token to purchase goods, to purchase services, to pay for their sneaker, to pay for their bad water. So yeah, that's how we envision the blockchain gaming industry is going to be. So what I want to show you next is the ecosystem. This is this is the mind map that we draw 3 years ago. This is how we imagine our ecosystem 3 years ago. Of course, there's always going to be Axie Infinity as the most important games, the most important project that we have. And 3 years ago, we had the initial idea of how Sky Mavis chain is going to look like, and what is it, and how is ecosystem going to contribute to the value of Axie Infinity. And fast forward to today, we draw this mind map again 2 weeks later, 2 weeks earlier, and the ecosystem has grown significantly. At the center, you can see the Mavis Hub is the heart of our ecosystem. And for some of you who doesn't know, the Mavis Hub is the game launcher. The Mavis Hub is the entry point of all the things that we are going to build as Sky Mavis. So on the left, we have the Ronin Network, which is the infrastructure that powered everything here, that is powered the Mavis Hub, it powered the Sky Mavis game. This is the Mavis Hub. I just want to show you. On the top, we have the Ronin wallet. As you can see, this is the Axie Infinity, one of our most famous games. And from Mavis Hub, you can almost access everything in the Sky Mavis ecosystem, including a community, event, eSport, governance. We're going to put everything there on Mavis Hub. Imagine Ronin Network is the internet, then the Mavis Hub is the internet browser. So, in order to sum up, this is the Sky Mavis ecosystem. We have 3 lines of product. First are the games. The Axie Origin, the Axie Land, the Builder Program. Second, we have the game distribution platform, which I mentioned earlier, the Mavis Hub, the Ronin wallet. And the most important thing is the Ronin Network. That's the thing that powered the other 2. So, we would like to call Ronin Network is a Web3 that works. Our infrastructure is ready for millions of users, and it will be ready for the next hundreds of millions of users. We have the best gaming community. They are very engaged. They are very supportive. and they are also very large in number. We also want Ronin network to be a cost-optimized blockchain because we think that the best user experience is when the transactions are fast, is when the transactions are cheap. So we also think that it's not necessary that the player had to pay for the gas fee. The app developer or the game studio can pay for user gas fee instead. It can be a marketing campaign, it can be in terms of user acquisition cost, and we think that's the best experience for user. And the last but not least, Ronin network will always be an EVM compatible blockchain. So we can easily deploy everything from Ethereum, from other EVM blockchain to Ronin network, and it's going to bring the most friendly experience for developer. So if you're coming to Ronin network as a game developer, you are going to see all the crucial integration that is already has on Ronin. For example, if you want to build a good game, you're gonna need the fiat on RAM. You're gonna need the centralized exchange integration in order to onboard your user fund. You're gonna need the breadcrumb to analyze your project. And there's one interesting example, is that the community gaming. So with the community gaming, anyone can operate a decentralized tournament, and the tournament reward will be distributed in Ronin network token. And this is how we develop the ecosystem as Ronin network. So the next application we are going to put on Ronin network is going to be for game developer and for game developer foremost. And coming in the next 6 months for Ronin network, we're looking forward to onboard 6 independent games. And we have already talked to over 200 game studios. Some of them are the best game studio in the world. We also developed some criteria for the next game on Ronin. First of all, it has to be mobile focused. It has to look good on mobile because we believe that, from the number, it tells the next billion of users on blockchain will be from mobile. We also want to have an experienced founding team, no token issue, and a growth mindset. Other than just game, we are also looking to have more decentralized application on Ronin network, and it can be, as long as it provides value for the Axie Infinity, it provides value for the Ronin network ecosystem. It can be an Axie supporting tool, it can be a general NFT tool. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so this is the roadmap of Ronin network. Currently, we are at phase 1. We are a proof of authority blockchain. We have around 21 validator. We have a governance platform which can help the validator to propose to make some changes on the chain. We have some key integration already, and anyone can run a validating node, can run a non-validating node. We are moving forward to phase 2, where things are getting excited. We're going to become a decentralized proof-of-stake blockchain. So Ronin network will become a fully independent blockchain. Together with that, we want to open source the Ronin network, and we are going to open the Ronin network testnet for everyone to try to integrate. And in order to make sure that Ronin network is going to be ready for the next 100 or billion of users, we have to implement some scaling solution on phase 3. In order to increase the transaction per second on Ronin. Also at phase 3, we want to build up our ecosystem for game developer. We want to put more application on Ronin. So in order to, and the phase 4, Ronin network will become a much permissionless blockchain so that everyone can deploy smart contract on Ronin. Anyone can validate blockchain, and it become a fully decentralized blockchain. So, in order to do that, we need more people in the team. So, it is true that we're running out of seats at the office, but we're working on that. So, currently, we are hiring a lot of positions. If you love games, if you love blockchain, and you love our office, it's actually the most expensive building in Ho Chi Minh City. You should join us.
Staying energetic from the spirit of the event.
So, this is my presentation. I am Bin from Sky Mavis. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Wei Bin, for your sharing. Thank you very much for coming with us.